Hey, what's up guys, it's Bianca and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be sharing my personal experience when I got a graduate school interview, and I'll be going over the different types of interview questions. This is all coming from a second-year bilingual graduate student going into her last semester. Okay, so before I dive into the typical types of questions you might get in an SLP graduate school interview, my interview was not an individual interview and it was not a video submission. It was in person and this was pre-COVID. So I went into the interview. All the students that were there that day got divided into groups of 6. So we were divided into groups of 6 and we had 2 professors that were in the room with us, and we all had a discussion about an article that was given beforehand. If the pressure is not enough, you're having to answer all these questions in front of 2 professors and 4 other people that you don't know. I remember it was so awkward. Everybody was super nervous and we were kind of feeding off each other's vibes that day. So it was a room full of very anxious women. They asked us questions directly about the article. Every person took a turn to answer a question from the professors. And then they got into the tell me about yourself question. They asked us why this program. So make sure that you are ready to answer the questions. Make sure you over-prepare just in case you get thrown a question and you have no idea what to say. So, pro tip, take a portfolio with you that day. It'll make you seem prepared. And to be honest, let me open it up. So this is the portfolio that I took. I put the article in the flap and I had bullet points about things I wanted to mention during our discussion. I think I was the only one in the group that had notes. So that made me seem like I was prepared to handle anything. And I also did bullet points about typical interview questions that I might get thrown at. So I referred to my portfolio if needed. Now let's get started with the different types of interview questions that you might see in your SLP graduate school interview. So question type number 1 is case studies. You might get thrown out a case study and have to analyze and either provide a treatment approach, and you might have to know how to handle the case. Right, so type of interview questions. Question number 2 is knowledge of the SLP field. So what are the requirements that it takes to be an SLP, and what are the ethical issues that you might face as an SLP, and just overall knowledge of the field, and what does it mean to collaborate with other professionals. The third type of question interview is going to be your types of interest. So are you into pediatrics, adults, medical setting, research setting? You say what drives your interest. Be ready to answer the interest question. What are you interested in and why? The fourth type of interview question would be your general interview questions. Why this program? Your strengths and your weaknesses. What makes you want to be an SLP? Tell me about yourself. Tell me something fun about you. They try to break the ice and they want to get to know you to see if you are the right fit for this program. So whether it's a formal or in an informal interview, make sure you're ready to answer each type of question that I mentioned earlier, and also be ready to wear a smile. So appearance matters and first impression matters. So make sure, whether it's a formal or informal interview, make sure you dress the part. Wear your typical interview outfit. I wore some black slacks and a white long sleeve shirt with my blazer and some flats. And my last tip is to go the extra mile and email them a thank you email for the interview. Of course, if you have multiple professors that are in the video conference or in the Zoom call interviewing, make sure that you send each person an individualized email about certain things that stood out to you during the interview that you either both agreed or agreed on. So I remember I did this shortly after my interview, and my professor actually brought it up like 2-3 months ago, and she's like, "Hey Bianca, I really like that you went that extra mile and you sent me an email shortly after your interview. That meant a lot." So if it worked for me, it can work for you, trust me. So good luck. I hope you do great that day, and don't worry, you got this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss my next video. Thank you for watching, and good luck. Bye.